Saladin was a famous Muslim leader. He lived in the 12th century. Saladin is known for his battles against the European Crusaders. He was a skilled warrior and a brilliant strategist, but Saladin was also known for his fairness and chivalry. He was respected by both Muslims and Christians. Saladin's story is full of exciting battles and important historical events. He fought to protect his people and his faith. His victories changed the Middle East. Saladin's legacy continues to inspire people today. He is remembered as a symbol of courage and justice. Saladin was born in Tikrit, but his family was Kurdish. The Kurds are an ethnic group from the Middle East. They have their own language and culture. The Kurds have lived in the region for centuries. Saladin's family was part of this rich Kurdish heritage. Saladin grew up speaking Kurdish. He learned about Kurdish traditions and values. His upbringing shaped his identity. Saladin was proud of his Kurdish roots. He never forgot where he came from. Throughout his life, he surrounded himself with Kurdish soldiers and advisors. Saladin's army was famous for its strength. It was made up of soldiers from different parts of the Muslim world, but many of his best warriors were Kurds. These Kurdish soldiers were known for their bravery and skill in battle. The Kurds were excellent horsemen. They were experts in archery and swordsmanship. They were a vital part of Saladin's military successes. These Kurdish troops were loyal to Saladin. They were inspired by his leadership. Together, they fought to defend their land and their faith. Saladin founded the Ayyubi dynasty. This dynasty ruled over a large empire in the Middle East. The Ayyubids were of Kurdish origin. They brought Kurdish culture and influence to their courts. Under Saladin's leadership, the Ayyubids defeated the Crusaders. They recaptured Jerusalem. This was a major victory for the Muslim world. The Ayyubid dynasty lasted for several generations. They left behind a legacy of impressive architecture and cultural achievements. The Ayyubids are remembered as a powerful Kurdish dynasty that shaped the history of the Middle East. The Crusades were a series of religious wars. European Christians came to the Middle East to fight against Muslims. They wanted to control Jerusalem and the Holy Land. Saladin rose to power during this time of conflict. He became a champion of the Muslim world. Saladin believed in defending his people and his faith. He saw the Crusaders as invaders. He knew that he had to stop them. Saladin united Muslim forces. He prepared to face the Crusader threat. The stage was set for a clash of civilizations. Section 6. Victory at Hattin, a turning point in history. The Battle of Hattin was a decisive victory for Saladin. In 1187, his army faced a large Crusader force near Tiberias. Saladin used clever tactics to surround the enemy. The Crusaders were weakened by thirst and exhaustion. They were no match for Saladin's determined soldiers. The Crusaders were defeated. The leader, Guy of Lusignan, was captured. This victory changed the course of the Crusades. It was a turning point in the fight for control of the Holy Land. After Hattin, Saladin's reputation as a brilliant military commander was secure. Section 7. Reclaiming Jerusalem, a sacred city, returns. After Hattin, Saladin's army marched on Jerusalem. The city was under Crusader control. Saladin besieged the city. He offered generous surrender terms to the Christian inhabitants. After a short siege, Jerusalem surrendered to Saladin. The recapture of Jerusalem was a momentous event. It was a victory for the Muslim world. Saladin's treatment of the defeated Christians was merciful. He allowed them to leave the city safely. This act of compassion earned him respect even from his enemies. Section 8. A legacy of respect, Saladin's enduring impact. Saladin died in 1193. He left behind a legacy of courage, justice, and respect. He is remembered as a great Muslim hero. Saladin's victories against the Crusaders helped to protect his people and his faith. But Saladin was more than just a warrior. He was a wise ruler. He was known for his fairness and compassion. He treated his enemies with respect. Saladin's legacy continues to inspire people today. He is a symbol of tolerance and understanding. Section 9. Remembering a hero, Saladin the Kurd. Saladin's Kurdish heritage is an important part of his story. He was a proud Kurd who achieved great things. His accomplishments brought pride to the Kurdish people. It is essential to remember Saladin's Kurdish identity. Saladin's story teaches us about the importance of leadership, courage, and respect. He is a role model for people of all backgrounds. By remembering Saladin, the Kurdish hero, we honor his legacy and learn from his example.